it like living in New York? Oh man, we got a Kim and Cakes and all that. You know Kim and Cakes. You know Kim, don't you?
Kim?
She said she know you. She said he's a good dude. He bartends too.
I think I know which Kim you're talking about.
Yeah, she kind of tall.
There's a couple Kims that come through drink, but I think I know which one you're talking about.
She got a sister named Patrice.
Yes, I think. Yeah. Oh, shout out! What up, Kim? She in the chat?
Yeah, she in the chat.
Yeah, shout out to Kim in the chat. Yeah, she know me. I just be popping up randomly.
So where you bartending?
Oh, so you feel me? I've been like all over. Like right now, currently, I've like stepped away from like the hospitality and food industry for a minute now, because I did it for a really long time, and like I've worked in a lot of different spots. Like I like to be versatile whenever I work. You feel me? So like I like to start from the bottom of places and then work my way up. So I've bartended in a couple of spots in the neighborhood, like I don't know if you know what's that shit called, Rogers Garden.
Yeah.
Over in Bedford.
Yeah,
you feel me?
yeah.
I've slinged some drinks in there for a little bit. Couple spots in the city.
They used to come in here, right? Rogers Garden people.
Yeah, they actually just got but they got a rum bar of the block now too.
Yeah. Caribbean couple, right?
Yeah. But my thing was I've always been more so like cooking more so, but like bartending is very similar to cooking because you have all these different ingredients and measurements, and then you just gotta put it together precisely to make the different variations of like drinks or food items that people request. But yeah, working in like the hospitality industry is always fun. You just meet a bunch of different people. Yeah. You feel me? Like
let me ask you, who dominates the food industry in New York?
What do you mean? Like who dominates?
Like the staff.
Are you talking like a certain spot, or
like here in DC where I am typically, the Spanish dominate the restaurant industry.
Who's generally working there more?
Yeah.
So it definitely is like that.
The Spanish.
Yeah. It's usually like a mix of people depending on where you're working.
Yeah.
Like in New York, it really depends on where you're working.
Yeah.
Because you'll have like little specialty spots where they like are trying to cater to a certain demographic.
Right.
And then you have certain spots that really don't care. They just got really good food that they trying to push out to the public.
Right.
So it's really more so depending on like where you at.
Yeah.
And like, you feel me? Because like I used to work at I forgot the name of this spot, but there's this spot in I think that it's over by Canal. I used to work there. Like they have like this little festival for St. Augustine. I forgot what the name of the spot is, but it's just like little Italian spot. And like there was so I would say, right, if it's a restaurant, when it comes to employees, the reason that Spanish people, I would say, dominate so much is because they're usually filling the back house most of the time.
The back house.
Dishwashers, porters, bar backs, line cooks, shit like that. You feel me? Yeah. Like they're usually like the bones of the spot. Like, you feel me? They're the ones that keep everything like in the back, like stocked, running. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then in the front of the house more so, they'll have a couple of other Spanish people, and then they'll have everybody else. You feel me?
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah.
I've read that before.
Like I said, sometimes it depends. Like they usually fill out the back house with a lot of Spanish people, from what I've seen, and then in the front of the house either have one or two, and then everybody else fills out the spots, or like, you feel me, like they got a couple more, and then everybody else fills out. But yeah, like I said, it's more so depending on like where you working at.
You don't seem to be very political. You don't strike me as very political, guys. Am I wrong about that?
I mean, you feel me? I keep up with politics, and I know how to politic, but I ain't no politician.
All right, I'm definitely wrong about that. So, hey, what did you think about the latest election with Montgomery, Eric Adams, and Andrew Cuomo?
Look, if I'm not mistaken, Cuomo had got caught up with some charges. Did he not?
I think so. Yeah.
So here's my thing, right? Before, when I was younger, I used to think that holding like a political position like had some form of like you had like to have meet a certain criteria. You feel me? But as I'm starting to get older, you could just be a regular ass person and just pop up. Yeah. It don't matter if you've committed crimes. It don't matter if you're a felon. You feel me? It really don't matter. You know what matters? As long as you got the complexion for the connection and you got the bread. You feel me?
Right.
So with Cuomo and Adams, I just feel like both of y'all have been caught up in like cases that are kind of crazy for politicians to be caught up in. You feel me? Because like y'all supposed to be like I don't know. I don't like to put much on like government positions, but at the same time, I do respect like the government positions for what they are, because it's supposed to be we the people vote for someone who we believe will represent us and our beliefs best as possible. That's what it's supposed to be. I don't know when it stopped being like that, but I know I ain't never seen it like that.
Yeah.
So, you feel me? And it's just like, this nigga Eric Adams, he is like, I ain't gonna hold you, he be doing a lot. It'd be like, 1 minute he want to be super cop, next minute he want to be talking about some, yeah, I know where to get the nickel bags and the dime sacks and all that.
Yeah.
I be in the trap. I be like, brother.
One or the other. Huh?
Right, like, yo.
Did you vote for Eric Adams?
Hell no.
I'm talking about the first time around.
No.
Who did you vote for the first time around?
Nobody.
You didn't vote at all?
Why?
Okay.
Why? See, here's my thing, right? People love to tell us that, oh, our vote matters, that people died for us to have the right for us to vote, and that then we just use that shit all willy-nilly, like, hey, we just gonna vote for the nigga that we think gonna do the best.
Yeah. So you just abstain.
If I don't see anybody I don't believe in,
why vote for him?
For fucking what?
Right.
And if everybody thought like that, it's like people just be picking out of obligation. They be so dedicated to these parties that don't even fucking recognize them. Like, right. When the last time you been to a Democratic Party?
Right.
You ain't get no invitation to them?
Yeah.
Nah, no.
You ain't invited.
Only time you hear from them niggas is in September and election time.
Time to vote.
You feel me? That's
right.
only time. That's the only time we see these niggas.
So when's the last time you voted?
Shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I think it was by Obama first time.
So you voted in like a federal election?
Yeah, I mean, I voted for Obama the first time.
Right.
That was more so just out of, feel me, like, I actually paid attention. I looked, I felt like.
Would you have voted for Obama if he was white? Did you partly vote for him because he was black?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
All right.
There's no reason. It's the first time a black president was ever. Absolutely.
What about the second time? You voted for him the second time?
No.
Okay. All right. Did you vote after? Did you vote for Trump?
Hell no. Why the fuck would I do that?
I know. I know.
Here's my thing with Trump, right?
Yeah.
And I'll use the election between him and Hillary. I don't know how long people been alive, but there's articles in the Daily News and Post that still exist where she referred to black men as super predators.
Yeah.
I still take that personal as a black man.
Yeah.
And I tell you this, I'd rather, if I had to shake a hand, I'd rather shake the hand of a white person that'll call me nigga to my face than the one that'll call me nigga behind my back.
You think she called you a super predator?
She didn't call me per se because I'm not of the description of what she thought she was trying to depict. But I still take offense to the fact that you are someone is supposed to be understanding of all people's plights and not so judgmental of what people go through because you are a person that was voted by the people.
Do you think some of these YNs are super predators?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, but it's not even a matter of YNs. It's just a matter of, unfortunately, the way that life goes, that out of every 1,000, there's gonna be 10 where they're just fucked up people that go through fucked up shit, and all they want to do is fucked up shit.
Yeah.
But simply, and it's just like we like to scrutinize the hood, but it's just like, nigga, it's fucked up everywhere you go. You go, there's hoods in Wyoming where it's no black people, but it's still ghetto. You feel me? That trailer park trash shit, all the motherfuckers living in squalor, that shit fucking real. All these white people, and it's not even that far. If you go a couple hours up into actual New York, not just New York City, the state of New York, if you go to places like Albany, Syracuse, Utica, you got white people out there collecting welfare checks for fucking 17 kids and shit.
Right.
So it's just like, they like to brand black people as the poster child of ghetto, but nigga, ghetto everywhere. Ghetto don't give a fuck about what you look like.
Yeah.
Because ghetto is nothing but poverty.
You think ghetto poverty? Okay. Hey, let me ask you this question. How much is your rent in New York?
Shit. My personal rent is enough. I don't want to say because I don't need niggas trying to.
Like, is it over 1,000?
Shit. Hell no.
Oh, okay. So you got
wait.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I thought you said under 1,000 for a second.
Oh,
that's why I said hell no.
Over 1,000.
Yes.
Is it over 1,200?
You asking a lot now. I'll tell you this. Here's my thing with.
Is it under 1,500?
Here's my thing with the rent on New York. It's just funny to me that every year we got politicians telling us they're going to do this and do that. They're going to do all this. And then all of a sudden, my lease is going up another $50.
Yeah.
But you know what's not going up? My paycheck. The wages that I'm paid, that seems to have like a 5. That should go up every leap year.
Yeah.
So it needs to be some type of balance between, like, you feel me?
What you get paid and the expenses and shit. So how much? When is the last time your rent went up?
Nigga, this year. You didn't hear?
Yeah.
Shit about to go up. Shit about to go up $70.
$70?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I re-sign the lease.
Do you drive in New York?
No.
Do you catch Ubers into Manhattan?
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? I like having a car in New York. That's like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Especially depending on where you live at. You feel me? That's a lot.
What?
Having a car in general. You feel me? Because I put it like this, right? I'll give you an example. It's not even a matter of you got to worry about people robbing you. One thing that I've seen, which is crazy, but it's a thing in New York, is my homegirl, she has a car, and she couldn't park her car in front of the building because, like, they was having such of a rodent problem that they was, like, ripping up the car, and that's just shit. Like, yeah, that's just like, you feel me? That's not even like, you would think I'm talking about, like, you worry about, like, the area you in, a motherfucker having to, like, break into your car. Like, no, you got to worry about now, like, pests, like, tearing up your car. And it's just shit, like, it's just like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This shit turning into Gotham for real.
You think so?
No.
What do you think? Are those, what happened to all the migrants, man? You know, I was riding my bike along Atlantic Avenue last night. Bro,
Niggas is in hiding.
yo, them motels down there look like they.
Niggas is in hiding.
Hey, you seen those hotels down there, those motels down there on Atlantic Avenue?
ICE got them shook.
what kind of motels are those? Them look like migrant motels, man.
Oh, nah, those is multi-purpose hotels.
What do you mean?
Motels. I
What
tell
do
you,
you
it be migrants, yes, but it be all types of other shit going on.
Like what? You ever been in one of them?
I've been to like a couple.
On Atlantic Avenue? Like the
no,
Lynx?
no, just like motels in general.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like not on Atlantic Avenue per se.
Yeah.
But I know like about the overnight stays. You just stay there for a couple hours.
No shit.
And I've seen like the people that go in there. And
I saw that shit. I said, damn.
Facts.
Damn. I said, ooh, wait, boy, this shit look bad over here.
Yeah.
This shit look real bad over here.
That's like, it's like, yo, this shit turning into Gotham.
So you think ICE got the migrants shook around here?
ICE got the migrants shook in general, because it's not even like just migrants alone.
Yeah.
I just feel like people of color that fit a certain description are like in fear, like, because it's like you hear about cases where it's like this motherfucker was born here.
Yeah.
And y'all still picked them up. And then y'all shipped them to El Salvador.
Yeah.
This nigga had a job. He had bills. He got kids. And you just sent him on a fucking 2-month excursion. And my thing is, I want to hear, like, and are these niggas not trying to pursue legal or civil rights cases? Like, we're not hearing about that. All I'm hearing about is people's civil rights getting violated. But we're the niggas that's trying to sue them for this class. Like, all of America just need to sign a class action because, like, shit is getting crazy.
What do you want to see be done about the migrants, the illegals?
Look, I got no problem with people that are not from America.
Okay.
Remember when you was looking for people that could do the job that you
clean my house? I'm still looking.
Exactly. You wasn't looking before. Right. You wasn't looking before. We wasn't looking before.
So you think that I ain't even think about it. So you think I got a problem finding cleaning people?
That nigga.
Yo,
perfect example. Perfect example, right? Perfect example.
Yeah.
The last time you've been to Home Depot's.
I ain't been in a minute. They cleared it up.
I tell you what, I work at this studio and we bought like an industrial size air conditioner, like, you know, one of them big ass shits that'll fill like 20,000 square feet.
Right.
We bought one of them shits, and it's just me and the owner of the studio, and he like, damn, ain't nobody out here. There usually be people out there to help.
Right.
Ain't nobody out there.
What Home Depot is that? What Home Depot?
It's the one in Brooklyn.
In Bed-Stuy?
It's at Bed-Stuy. It's not that far from. I take the shuttle to the A to the G train. I forgot the area.
Okay, probably Bed-Stuy.
Yeah, but they got a Lowe's and shit over there too. It might have been in Lowe's or a home. One of them shits.
Okay.
One of them home improvement shits where it usually be like, you know, not no shade, but a lot of Spanish niggas just chilling. Right. Yeah. They help you. For me, if you got a job, they come help you do the job, and you pay them.
Have the black men replaced the Hispanics?
Hell no.
Why not?
Don't no nigga want to do that.
Why not?
For what? One, right?
What do you mean for what?
For one, if I'm an American-born citizen and I'm standing out in front of Home Depots waiting for somebody to give me a job, I'm not collecting taxes, or I'm not paying taxes. Or is
that good or bad to not pay taxes?
As an American citizen, like you need that. You feel me? You gotta have that. Okay. You gotta do that because they gonna tax your ass.
Right.
You have to pay taxes as an American citizen. It's like, you feel me? It's like, it's a double-edged sword. Like, yeah, you can get this quick bread right now, but say you did that shit for 5 years, and then all of a sudden, something happened, and you in front of a judge, and they like, where have you been working for the last 5 years?
Right.
How do you explain that shit?
Yeah, you gotta be.
Nigga, you going to jail.
Yeah, but hell, that mean they go to jail too, then, don't they?
Who?
The people out there working illegally.
Yeah, but they're not gonna go after them. They're not gonna actually like go and pursue them. They got one. They gonna catch them like just like that. Like you feel me? They not pursuing the shit like that. It's like if you get caught, we got you.
Why do you think the rent is so high in New York City?
Shit. I don't know. Why do women like Timothy Chalamet?
Say who?
Why do women like Timothy Chalamet? Don't get it. Never will.
Well, just
gotta understand that that's where we at in life.
Why do you think it just keep going up? You see,
I think they trying to push him as like the poster. You know how like back in the 90s they had like the Brads and the Tom, whatever the fuck that nigga named Tom Mission Impossible nigga.
Right, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, that nigga. Yeah. You know how they had like them niggas. I think they trying to push him like to be the next like that nigga.
No, I'm talking about the rent. The rent in New York.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know why it's so high, nigga. Like,
I mean, you know,
nigga, I couldn't tell you why. I answered your question.
Oh,
like that's why I said why. Yeah, like
yeah.
nigga, I couldn't tell you why. Like, I couldn't tell you why the was so high. Like, nigga, shit. I tell you what, the street's still fucked up. The trains still take 15 minutes on a. You feel me? Like, we all got grapes and shit growing out the trees and shit. It's still fucked up, but they up in the price.
Hold it down for my audience for 1 second. I gotta give me a cup of coffee, guys.
Copy. I ain't
you hold it down for my audience for a minute. You can tell them, man, but
I ain't gonna hold it. I ain't gonna hold these people in here. YNs. What's he expecting from politicians? Nothing. Shit. I don't expect nothing from politicians. Daniel Nixon. I mean, matter of fact, I expect them to, you feel me, pop out a little bit more, be amongst the people a little bit more, you feel me? Not just when they need us. Absolutely. That's why I don't fucking vote. You go hear me say I ain't vote since Obama first term. Talk about what I expect. I expect shit for them. I just, you feel me? Look, DMX said, expect people to be people. Politicians are still people. So, you feel me? Hey, bro, you know? Shit is kind of fucked up, too, because they still running the same game. For years now. It's like, when we gonna learn? I don't even know how Trump got his ass back in office. Let me not say too much. I don't want to get some shit demonetized. No type of way. I don't even know what I can say on here. Probably done said enough. So I've looked into him a little bit. I like some of the things I've heard. Do I believe him? No. Do I hope he does what he'll say he's gonna do? Hopefully. You know? Seems like a lot of people believe in him. But, you know. Like I said, I don't got no skin in the game, brother. You feel me? Like, if he does what he says he's gonna do, it's only gonna benefit the people that he's supposed to be helping. So, you know, I guess I got PTSD from all these lying ass politicians. That's crazy, Brooklyn, because I actually have heard that low key, like, they are taking over, and a lot of that, not just well, you said nationwide, so yeah, that's very funny that you say that because that's what my little cousin was telling me. Like, yo, they really actually taking over, which is not surprising. Because I ain't gonna hold you. Far East Connection, they got shit on lock over there. Well, no, not on lock, but they definitely know how to operate like those type of underground organizations.
You hold it down a little bit.
I mean, I'm answering some questions. You feel me? I was just
You got a
chopping
question?
it up with Nixon.
You got some questions in there?
No, I'm chilling. For me, I'm about to spin it soon. So I just did this because fuck it, why not? I got opinions. They be mattering.
You got subscribed to my channel, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know you did this shit. I be fucking with I be watching YouTube and shit.
Share my channel right here. You see, you got two channels right here. So the first one is
John Paul.
it's the Urban Landlord. The Urban Landlord, then there's the Urban Landlord Clips. So you got two channels. You see the clips right. You see the Urban Landlord, and the Urban Landlord, and the Urban Landlord Clips. Yeah.
Let me do it on my
Let me
iPad.
get my coffee out of the microwave. Oh shit. Shit. I don't know what you said about coffee, bro. Machine. This right here. This is a little small cover. This is a machine right there. Shit.
You said it's the Urban Legend?
The Urban Landlord. I'm a landlord down in DC and shit. Yeah, I'm a landlord in DC. Yeah, so what's this here? Tell John, man, hey, yo, what does a Wu K mean? Wu K. Somebody keeps saying, say Wu K. What the hell Wu K mean? Is that some gang here?
I'm about to say, if somebody's in your chat actively trying to get you to say some shit.
Is that some Brooklyn shit?
Don't
Like a gang or
say
something
that
in New York?
Where is that?
You said Wu K. Tell them to say Wu K. What the hell does that mean?
Nah, don't say that.
You know what that shit is?
No, but I know some.
Hey, come get on the stream.
I was just gonna ask if I think your coffee might be lukewarm too.
Oh, I already microwave. I'm microwave.
I like
Why don't
all
you
the
come get on the
flair.
stream real quick? Why don't you come get on the stream real quick? Come
Yeah,
around here.
We've been chatting.
Come around the other side. Or come
He
around
has
here.
me doing an impromptu interview.
Yeah. It's very impromptu. All right. You have to get right here in front of the camera right here. Come closer. Come closer, because you want to talk into that mic right there.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
you see it. All right. You see the mic? Yeah, come a little bit closer.
Just tell him your
Closer.
name.
Yeah, what's your name?
Mina. My name's
Mina. And where are you from?
I'm from Queens.
Oh, you know what I was gonna. What you telling me? You're what? So the people are gonna guess what part of Asia are you from? Tell them where you're from.
Oh, Japan.
You're Japanese,
Yeah.
right? You're Japanese, and you say you lived in Japan at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you say if you had your druthers, you had to choose one place, you choose Japan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice city. You got a beach or something,
Right. Yeah.
And so, how does Japan compare to New York in terms of what do you like more here, there?
Oh, that's
That's a very easy question to answer.
right. I mean, first of all, there's
Be
a
honest.
lot more.
Be honest.
There's a lot more people, like different people in New York.
And what do you think about that?
It's a fact. It is simply a fact. I'm not gonna say anything about
What do you mean?
it. But, I mean, just like the amount of like races, I would say. Just like
You think there's a lot of racism in New York?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In what way?
I mean, you'd probably come across like. I mean, first of all, you have like different neighborhoods in New York. You know, you have
Yeah.
like Jamaican neighborhoods, Latino
Right.
neighborhoods, Asian, like Chinese neighborhood, Korean neighborhoods. You don't really have that in Japan. It's all just like
We're all the
Have
same.
you ever heard of Stop Asian Hate?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I mean, it's very unfortunate
I
that
feel like we should just stop hating in general.
Have you ever been attacked here in New York?
actually, like a few days ago.
What?
You guys,
well, not like attacked, but like verbally yelled at.
what did they say to you?
Oh, well, a whole slew of slurs, I would say.
Describe the person that did it.
I mean, they came in for a drink.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Were they black?
No.
What were they, white?
No, I think they're. I can't really tell. They had shades on. They were not.
They had their whole face covered?
Well, no, I can't really tell. I would say a little Middle Eastern looking,
Middle Eastern.
maybe Mediterranean-ish.
And what did they say to you?
I mean, we don't serve alcohol until like 1 p.m., but I guess that ticked him
Oh,
off.
they wanted to buy a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're pissed off by that.
Yeah. So you know.
Any other Asian hate that you've experienced?
Not hate per se, but you know.
You ever been attacked? Robbed?
Well, I mean, at the same time, I haven't been in New York for that long.
How long have you been here?
This time, I've only been here for like half a year.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I was. Hey. Oh, sorry.
You gotta go?
Yeah, but
You come back later.
yeah. I'll probably come back.
All right, yeah. Mina,
Thank you
you
for
want to come for an
sharing.
interview? Come for an interview real quick.
Yeah.
I was curious to know if she'd heard of that Stop the Asian Hate.
I just feel like, what do we benefit from hating someone for being something that they have no control over?
Have you heard about Carmelo Anthony?
What about him?
The murder case.
Oh, okay, wait. See, you gotta, when you lead with that, you can't just say Carmelo Anthony.
Right.
Because
You
then I'm
in New
thinking
York.
about Mello, like number
Right.
7, hung. But
Right.
see, here's my
Right.
thing. Okay,
Right.
all right, okay. So if I'm not mistaken, right,
Mm-hmm.
there were several people antagonizing him.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong.
Shit. I mean, it's all gonna be decided in court.
But no, I'm just like, from what I've heard, there were several people antagonizing him, and then there was some form of a brawl where all of them tried to assault him.
Mhm.
One person versus, I think it was like 4.
Mhm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure.
I think it was 2, but go ahead.
Well, multiple people.
Right,
You feel me? More than one.
Right, they're alleging him and his brother. They got the victim and his brother. Mhm.
You feel me? And they were antagonizing him, started to assault him, and then unfortunately, during the sprawl, while they had the up on him, he decided to fend for his life because he felt like his life was in danger. But according to him, he did this in self-defense.
Mhm.
So, you feel me? I will wonder what would have happened if Carmelo Anthony's name was like Kyle Richardson and it was 2 niggas that got stabbed.
You mean Kyle Rittenhouse?
Oh, yeah,
Right.
yeah, that nigga.
Mhm.
I wonder what would happen if Kyle stabbed 2 niggas. What would have happened?
Well, in this case, Carmelo only stabbed one person.
Yeah, but
Right.
even still, let's say Kyle stabbed both of them.
Mhm.
Do we think Kyle would be getting the same charges that unfortunately Carmelo is facing?
Well, I think they charged Kyle Rittenhouse with murder for shooting the white
Oh
people.
no, that's Kyle Rittenhouse is different. I'm talking
Right.
about like with the scenario
Oh,
of this nigga name is Kyle Richardson. You said Kyle Rittenhouse, I was like, yeah, fuck him.
Right.
But
I'm
Kyle
assuming-
Richardson is this person instead of Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, right. I see what you're saying.
A white boy is being antagonized by 2 black men.
Right.
They attack him. He stabs both of them. Do you think he would be facing the same time as Carmelo?
Oh, that's interesting. I think, you know, in this situation, it seems to be pretty cut and dry. Either it's self-defense or it's not.
Of course, but
And in this case, you can't just get off with killing somebody. You're gonna go to trial.
of
More
course,
than likely.
look,
More than likely.
I'm not saying that there shouldn't be a penalty, because if you take somebody's life, that's, you feel me? That's still murder. You feel me? At the end of the day. What I'm saying is, though, it seems as if, I believe at least,
Mhm.
because we've seen in several cases, and it's like, how do you say whether or not somebody is defending themselves?
Well, it's got to be reasonable, right?
I mean, I don't know. That's why I said I'm not too familiar with the case. I'm just going based off of a little bit of, like, you feel me, paying attention to it. I don't know exactly what caused or happened during the altercation. I just know it sounded like he said he was trying to defend himself. They was antagonizing him, and if I'm not mistaken, he's like a athlete.
Yeah, both of them are.
Okay, so sound like, Femi, nigga, high you up on the track, y'all mad. Every time y'all see him, he lapping y'all. Y'all mad. Y'all, I don't know. You feel me? But it's like, at the same time, I'm not saying, like I said, if you do something that is against the law, unfortunately, depending on what you do, if you are, because I say unfortunately, because it's like, in situations you could be innocent and you could not be. For the people that, like, you know, Central Park 5, them niggas ain't do shit, but they still got caught up in situations. So that's why I say unfortunately. You never really know with this system that we got instilled in America. It's just like, you really have to really go through the case and make sure, because everything's based off of hearsay, and it's all about who proves the case better. So, you know, I would have to honestly have more like knowledge about what actually happened and to really say more so.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it turns out, because a lot of people have taken the side. You know, they've come up with some of their own evidence or theories, and you know, once your mind hardens to how you think things turned out, you know, it's kind of difficult for people to come around and see it the other way, particularly if they don't end up watching the trial.
Well, there's always going to be theory and then truth. You know, we can't, because the case is still going on, right?
Yeah, so you know, it's going through the motions. Yeah.
So until it's been put through the, you feel me, the whole process, like, we don't know if there was video evidence, because, like I said,
Yeah, I think there's video. Yeah.
Oh, if there's video of it, if I could see the video, then, you feel me?
Yeah. They're gonna probably show it at trial.
But here's the thing, right? It's just like, why do these two white boys feel like they could just jump this one black boy?
Mm.
Why did that thought cross their mind?
Let me ask you this.
He had a whole bright future, because they say, when I see it, it's a track star.
Right.
Usually.
Mm-hmm.
So that means he had a bright future in track and field.
Right.
So I don't think he would just throw all that away just because people I'm assuming raced against before. Because I've done track and field.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I know how them white boys.
Hey, let me ask you, did y'all have tents at your track and field?
Yeah. I mean, like, what do you mean, tents? Like, where you post up and just be at and shit?
Like, on the side of the, you know, I've never run track, so I don't know
like,
anything about it.
everybody, like, if you got the space and you got the tent for it, yeah, you have your own tent for your team.
Your
set
team
up.
would have a tent?
Nah, we wasn't like that. We wasn't like, I mean, we just came to race. Like, we ain't chilling. Like, we just came to race.
Y'all didn't have a tent, like, stay out of the sun or anything like that?
No, because we came to race. Like,
Did other teams have tents?
Yeah, because they was trying to chip. We was decent. Like we actually, like, you feel me? So
Did you ever go under their tents?
Nah,
Why not?
because we here to compete.
What's that mean?
We here to compete. Like, you
Okay.
feel me? Like, unless you form some form of bond with that other team, and 90% of the time, only time y'all see each other is to compete.
Mm.
So it's not on some like, hi, yo, my boy. It's on some, yeah, I'm about to dust you today, boy.
Right.
Like, so I know I ain't never. Hey, how you good?
Hey, come. We're interviewing. Come.
Yeah, he's doing
Come
an
over.
interview, very
Come
impromptu.
this way. We get you on camera here. Oh, you know better yet?
On camera.
You want to get behind me? Hello. Hello. What's your name? You been out riding your bike? You gonna make me go ride my bike with you?
I'm riding my scooter.
Oh, you on the scooter? What's your name? Come here. There's a camera right there. There's a mic right there too. Come a little bit closer though. What's your name? What are you doing in here so early in the daytime?
Chill.
My name is Nisa. I'm usually here playing dominoes, but nobody's here playing
They was
dominoes
actually
today.
playing earlier.
Just
With
now.
Rachel and Mo. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, where are you from? Nisa, right? Nisa.
Yeah.
Because like the other lady is from Japan. She's of Japanese heritage or whatever you would say. What about you?
My family's
I
from
can't
Laos.
Laos. Okay.
Yes.
Is it
It's in Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia? Okay.
It is a landlocked country. It's surrounded by 5 countries: China, Thailand, Myanmar, Vietnam, Cambodia. But out of all of them, Laos has the best food.
You know, there's a popular Laos restaurant right there in Union Square. It used to be when I used to work down in Union Square.
Really?
Mm.
No, not
I can't
Union
remember the
Square.
name of
Tribeca.
Well, there used to be one in Union Square too. I think it was Laos restaurant.
Probably not, because there was only one Lao restaurant and it closed. It just closed.
You can roll you up one.
Oh, okay.
All right. So what brought you in here today? Where you been riding? You live around here?
Yeah, I live technically in Bed-Stuy.
Oh,
But I do yoga right over here at Urban Asanas. Jill, if you know Jill's studio. You know Jill?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I used to live in Bed-Stuy. I used to live, you know where the ODB poster is right there, Franklin and Putnam.
Yeah.
I used to live on in between Putnam and
Now there's the wine store and
Yeah.
the wine bar.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, right
Now,
over
how
there.
long have you been living in Brooklyn?
12 years.
20.
12.
12. You like a
12
New
years.
Yorker.
Yeah, I
Like
grew up
this
in
month?
upstate New York.
Okay, so you are in New York
I grew up
State
in upstate
resident.
New York, and I lived in Brooklyn. I also taught high school
Really? What high school?
at Prospect Heights campus.
Oh, yeah?
So, are you familiar with this campus?
No, I'm not very familiar with New York.
Oh, where are you
I'm from Alabama, but I live in D.C. part-time. I am the urban landlord. Let me show you here. This is where we're streaming right here. I'm the urban landlord here. Let's see. This is my channel here. The other guys go off. We usually have a guy streaming in the morning, and then there's me. Sometimes I stream in the morning too. But yeah, you should have to subscribe to my channel. It's the Urban Landlord. Right there on YouTube. At the Urban Landlord and the Urban Landlord clips. You can see that here. Urban Landlord clips. So the Urban Landlord and the Urban Landlord clips. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. I'm surprised I've never seen you in here before.
Oh, yeah. I come here regularly.
You come daily.
Regularly.
Okay. What else? What do you think about? Come a little bit closer to the mic. What do you think about the rent in New York City?
It's absurd. I live in a subsidized unit, and I still pay a lot of money.
So I'm going to ask you specifically: over 1,000, below 1,000?
Over 2,000 for a studio.
For a studio in this neighborhood.
And that is 30% below market rate. I'm in a subsidized unit. That's what they call subsidized.
So 2,000 for
middle
a studio.
income housing
So
for New York City. You know what I'm talking about.
So 2,000 for a studio is subsidized? Damn.
Exactly. So those subsidies, the low income, middle income housing, that's
So
those are tax breaks for developers.
So
tax breaks for developers.
But do you think it has helped you out? Do you think your rent, because your rent could be higher, it's subsidized?
Well, I was actually in a unit right here in a okay situation. I knew my landlord. Now I'm in a big building that I don't know none of them, and
Okay.
so the shit just automatically goes.
So why do you think the rent is so high in New York?
Greed.
You
Greed.
think it's greed?
Capitalism.
Do you
Hoarding units,
do you
keeping them empty
no, but if they're greedy, why not rent them?
because they don't want to. They rather sit on them.
But how do you make money? Now I'm a landlord, I'm the urban landlord. How do you make money just sitting on an empty unit?
I don't know. You have lots of units. Maybe ask BlackRock, since they are one of the biggest landlords.
But BlackRock is in. If you end up being a landlord, you want to rent your place, right? Why
I don't
would they
know.
want to
I
rent
have
it?
no interest in being a landlord.
Yeah, I am one. So, do you vote at all?
I voted for Zoran Mamdani.
You okay? Now, what was your motivation to vote for Montgomery over Eric Adams and is it Cuomo?
Oh, those were not. They are. You heard of Don't Rank Cuomo? Yeah.
Say what? Don't
They're
what?
felons.
They're felons.
What did you say?
They're
Don't.
not speaking to working people.
What did you
at
say?
all.
Don't do what to Cuomo?
Don't rank Cuomo.
Don't. Oh, that's right. Because they had the ranked choice voting. They had the rank. So did you not rank Cuomo?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so how does the ranked choice voting work? Can you explain for my audience how that worked when you went in to vote?
So you rank your top 5 choices.
Okay, and so who were your top 5? Who were the top? Yeah, who were your top 5?
Mamdani, Lander, I think Myrie,
Okay.
and I don't know. I forget. It's been a couple weeks.
But you didn't put any establishment people in there. Eric Adams, Cuomo, they were not in your rank. Now,
Felons.
so, and you partly attribute that to them being felons.
Well, I don't think Adam's a felon yet, but he's done some felonious.
No, mainly because they don't speak to working class people, and I don't trust establishment.
What did Montgomery say that spoke to you?
He said he was gonna make buses free.
Make what?
Buses free.
Oh, buses. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody
Have special grocery stores, special low-income grocery stores.
Okay. Low-income grocery
I
stores.
think he said he wanted to tax people that made more, like specifically.
He wants
Yeah.
to tax people that make more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, those things are going to be hard to do.
Why?
He's going to get pushed center.
Okay, but you do like the idea of taxing because there are a lot of rich people in New York.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they all need to be
Okay.
taxed.
They need to be taxed more
They need to be taxed until they're hungry.
to their hunger.
If you do like that math,
I'm hungry. I can't.
if you do the math, like
Yeah.
percentage wise, like what we're taxed in comparison to what they're taxed,
Yeah,
we're technically taxed more.
you want the rich people taxed more.
Well, based off of how much more
Let me
they
tell
have.
you, I put a mic down here at least so when you're talking, the audience can at least hear. I got good mics. Everything real good. You probably see how to project your voice a little bit. The mic will be a little bit closer to you, but go right ahead.
Yeah. I mean, basically, it's just like, it's not fair. People that really hasn't been forever. I always like hearing about people that, say they're going to do it, but you got to see.
You got to see that is for sure.
It's easy to say, but it's like you still got to convince these other people why they should allow you to. So, he got a long road ahead of him.
So do you see a lot of crime in Brooklyn here? Nisa. Is it Nisa, right? Yeah. What do you think about the crime here in Brooklyn?
It's just like everywhere else.
Everywhere else.
Like anywhere else? Okay.
A lot of people. A lot of things going on.
Yeah. And what have you seen ICE here at all?
Yes.
You seen ICE?
Mhm.
Have you seen them? You ever seen them? Were they arresting people when you saw them?
No.
So they just had like the vest on or something like that? You could identify them as ICE?
Yeah, you can see their vehicles. You can see what they're.
What do you
I
think?
have heard that they've been around though.
What do you think about them rounding people up?
Crazy.
I
Sounds
think
very
we
illegal.
should fuck ICE.
Right.
Sounds very illegal. I don't know why people ain't trying to start up a class action suit
Yeah.
or something. 'Cause
I think it's undemocratic, and for a country that prides itself on myths of democracy, like
wow.
there's no due process. These people are not identifying themselves. They're wearing masks.
You mean the police are not the ICE agents are not identifying themselves?
Nah.
So they just showing up and just
They're
Like,
just
amazing.
racist white dudes with backpacks, like ordered from Amazon.
Basically.
Do you think you speak of racism here? What is their racial temperature like here in New York? I'll start with you, ladies first, and then I'll work my way to you.
There's a lot of racial temperatures.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of different peoples.
Do you think is it, like how is it, between the races here?
I don't know. That's a weird question. Like,
Because you hear so much, like, you see people fighting. Like the other day, there was I guess a black woman that was attacked by some Hispanic women, or one was a trans or something, and they was like, there's tension between the black and the Hispanic, something like that. And so, New York being a very diverse city, clearly people are going to clash. Different groups are going to clash. And so that's why I asked the question, because people in the audience are curious.
I just wish people would recognize that we got a little bit more human in them than they think. It's unfortunate people want to fight each other based on shit they can't control.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. So who do you think is going to win the election? Do you hope for Montgomery to win the election?
Paperboy Prince? Nah.
for the prince.
Yo, that shit is hilarious.
Wait, they call Montgomery the boy Prince?
No, there's this other guy, this other candidate. You know how like every other year they got like this one wild card candidate that's gonna come through and like get the U-Fall. Nah. This year is Paperboy Prince. Do you know about him?
Yeah, he's been running. I followed him.
I did not know about him at all. My cousin told me about him.
For different.
He's been running?
Yeah, he's running for different positions.
Yo, that's hilarious. Paperboy Prince needs to be studied.
Semi, man, you tripping in the chat. Oh man, it's very interesting. Did you follow the Puffy trial at all?
No. Have a good day, y'all.
I'll see you later. Hey, don't forget your helmet. Your helmet's right here. You need that.
Try to say.
Did you follow the Puffy trial at all?
I mean, I ain't keep an eye on it when I passed the whatever it was on. That whole shit is crazy.
Yeah, that Puffy shit is crazy. Yeah, that's a lot of money she paying in rent, man. $2,000 for a studio? Yeesh.
Oh yeah.
And she said that shit subsidized, bro? Damn.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of bread, man. $2,000.
Shit, that's regular around here.
$2,000, bro. Yeah.
That's why they say make it here, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah, apparently, bro.
Apparently ain't no joke.
Apparently. Man, I'm still looking for a cleaner, guys, and no. Oh, she said, I do not speak English. God damn. God damn, it's hard. Anybody speak Spanish? Latino for Trump. Can you come negotiate with this Spanish speaker? You can't even get work done. You got to learn Spanish. I'm going to show you this right here. She said, I do not speak English, sir. Look. See if you can just.
All right, yo.
Look at crazy, bro. Y'all know that?
Yeah,
bro. All right, hold on. She said, I do not speak English, sir. So, there you have that. There you have that. opportunity here. One English-speaking American could have made $300-400 a day. Clean it up. They may be sitting home. They may have a day off from work. Like, cash down your bucket where you are and pick the low-hanging fruit here. And these people here don't want to do it. Man, I can't get one call from not one American. We've been on the stream 2 hours now. 2 hours. Not one American has called me. Not one American has responded back by email. Truly amazing. I'm going to see if I can call some of these people again. Let's see. Okay, one just called me. One just texted me. See if we can get any of these people. An American. What we get an American? Let's see. Let's see.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Are
you looking for a room or are you a cleaner?
No, we're trying to call. Maybe like we'll make a mistake. We're trying to look for a shop. Maybe they're making a mistake.
You trying to look for a what?
No, we're trying to look for a shop, mechanic shop.
Oh, yeah.
Mechanic shop.
Oh, yeah. I have a mechanic shop in Southeast DC. I can send you a video of it. You can take a look.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, you want to take a look at the video and then give me a call back? It's in Southeast DC, though, off of Martin Luther King Avenue.
Okay.
If their location is good for you, I can send you the video.
Okay.
You want me to send you the video? I'll send it to you right now.
Yeah, send it to me right now, please.
Even the people looking to make some money. It's all Hispanic. Let me send this man this video right quick. Yeah, let's see, video. Even the people looking to make some money, to rent one of my garages, even them are the Hispanics. What? Shit. Where is that photo cancel? Let me send this guy this video here. And I'll get that to him. Let me call this cleaning company real quick. I'm in Brooklyn, New York, Drink Lounge, Crown Heights. So I need a cleaning crew today. This is truly amazing. These people are busy too.
The person you called has a.
This is truly amazing. These people are busy. So it goes to show you that there's demand out there and not enough supply. Let me see if I can call another one.
Paradise Cleaning, can I help you?
Hi, yes. I talked to you earlier about cleaning.
Yes?
Yeah, I need some cleaning done today.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Today it's impossible because I'm busy.
Okay,
But
thank you.
tomorrow.
Okay,
Yeah, bye-bye.
all right, yeah, call me later. Yeah, damn, boy, these people are busy. Man, it's truly amazing. And you know what? Man, this is a story that I really want to tell Be Brave about here. I'm trying to figure out how would I do that. I'm gonna jump in his chat for a second. I'm gonna tell Be Brave about this here. Let's see, where is Be Brave's link? Let's see how I do that. Let me see. I want to tell Be Brave about this. Ryan's talking a bunch of bullshit. A little bit of Be Brave.
Our because the government puts so much money in this shit.
Here for a minute.
No, look. I'm not saying. Look, hey, John Galt wants the link. Hold on, John.
These are things you're probably not aware of course, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm very aware of it, dumbass. My point is, how many
Look at
times you got to hear me say that the whole system's fucked up? Jesus, Ryan.
Well, okay.
You
I'm with
tell
you.
me I didn't know that the U.S. the U.S. is propped up by the fucking corporate machine, and then the U.S. takes profit to third world countries, and then the third world farmers can't compete with the fucking food that comes in from the propped up fucking U.S. crops. I didn't know that.
Why are you screaming like that? Jesus.
Because you accuse
You're
me
gonna
of
have a heart
having
attack,
stupid
man.
basic
You're
shit.
gonna have a fucking heart attack. Jesus
I
Christ.
don't care. I always say if I have a heart attack, goddammit, I'm doing what I love doing.
Well,
best.
you don't really
No, my
read
point
that kind of
is, why are
stuff,
you
I don't
accusing
think.
me of not knowing stupid shit?
I'm just saying it's
Stop saying it.
From what I'm seeing.
I'm pretty smart. I'm pretty educated. I hate to fucking break it to you.
I read shipping reports, Brave. I don't think you fucking do that, okay? I don't think you do that. I do.
The point is that you said I didn't understand that fucking third world farmers are competing with fucking subsidized crops.
Okay, I didn't mean like you're too dumb.
All
I just
right,
mean you
then,
probably didn't
shut
know
up.
it. I know you're capable of it.
No, my point is that I was completely aware of it. I don't even need you telling me I don't know about it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're clear. We're clean on that one. Yeah. I just didn't know if you knew that about some of the subsidies.
I'll stay calm for at least 30 seconds. Go ahead.
All right. So is John coming up? Is he coming up?
Drop the link. I got the link there, John. Oh, buddy.
Yeah. All right. That's cool. I haven't talked to him in a little bit, so it'd be good to catch up with him. I want to see what he says about Carnival. That's all the rage right now. Carnival.
can talk about whatever you like. That motherfucker just under that chair, though. You can drag the hell out of that chair.
Stop being scared.
Boy, what are you tied up on? That motherfucker there.
You just told me.
Look at it. You dragged the hell out of that chair. You dragging the chair right now.
Can I be nosy?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on camera. What you trying to do? Hold on. Let me get you up.
I'm trying to show myself.
You don't want to get on camera?
Oh, this is YouTube. Oh.
Yeah, it's YouTube.
I want to set up my YouTube.
Why don't you come get on camera then?
Stuff.
Yeah. Why don't you come get on camera?
You want to help me get all my stuff?
You want to get on camera? Let me,
You heard of Big O?
Huh?
Big O?
Who is Big O?
Is a live streaming app. You ever heard of it? Okay, get on it.
You want to get on? All right. Let me see which camera I'm put you. I'm put you on the 210. I'm put you on the
You never heard of Big O?
No, you can tell me all about it though.
Okay, cool.
All
I
right.
love this.
You want to talk? You can talk from down there because the mic is right there in front of you.
Oh, you wanted me to come close? Okay.
I mean, no. If you do, you got to bring the mic with you.
Okay.
You gonna bring the mic? You on camera right now though.
Okay.
You can come closer if you want, or you can just talking to the mic. But you got to bring the mic with you if you're coming down here. All right. Let me get the camera on you here. Now we gotta get a full body before you do. We gotta get a full body. We gotta get the audience what. You gotta get the audience what they need. Look, can we get a full body at least?
No.
Okay, well we get a half body. Half body. All right. All right. Now let me get the camera right where we got you. What you doing here in the middle of the day, by the way? You work from home or you don't work? You got a man to take care of you? What?
I'm a freelancer.
What are you freelance doing?
Stop. I work in fashion. I'm a fashion stylist, costume designer.
Really?
Yes, and I am a content creator
On what platform?
on Big O.
Big O.
Yes, BIGO USA.
Oh, really? I never heard of that. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
And what type of content do you make?
I have a singing show called Mama I Want to Sing,
Oh, really? Okay.
where you are judged by a singer, and you have 3 coaches, and this is for non-singers. They get coached based on their voice, and they learn how to sing for 6 weeks.
Oh, really?
So whoever is the best improved will win. We're up in the ante this year. This season we're doing 5K. Last time we did 3K.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. How did you get started with that?
Well, I'm a host on Big O Live, so they like to do content creating. That's how you gain followers and get to know people at network.
Oh,
And I
okay.
also am starting the agency over there next month.
Well, like a talent agency? of
Yes.
sorts? Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd never heard of Big O before.
You get paid on there your first 3 months if you reach 5K. 5K when you cash out. Hold on, I'm gonna let you know so I can get you the exact information. Hold on. When you cash out, 5K is $100. Oh, thank you. Yes, for the first 3 months, your quota is 5K, which is $100.
Is it too early for a beer?
Yeah.
Is it too early for a coffee with a shot in it?
Yeah, alcohol starts at 1.
Huh?
Alcohol starts at 1.
All right, I'll take another coffee then.
Yeah.
Make it hot this time, though.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Right.
so are you from Brooklyn originally?
I am from Brooklyn.
What part?
I'm from Brooklyn. Crown Heights. Oh, I'm from downtown Brooklyn.
Well, like
Fort Greene.
Fort Greene. Okay,
Yeah.
is that considered downtown?
Yes.
Okay, cool. It seems like bordering downtown.
No, no, it's downtown.
What do you think about all the change in New York City over the last 10, 15, whatever you can remember?
The implants. It just made Brooklyn very white, Caucasian. It took the culture out of Brooklyn. I do respect the safety. I do respect a lot of the activities that we do have going on, but the change that was made in Brooklyn was at the deficit of a lot of Black people losing their homes, through deed theft, through taxes going up, and they're not being able to pay, being working class people, and now Brooklyn is made up of implants. So
Do you vote?
yes,
Did you vote in this last election?
the primaries, or you mean the last one with Eric Adams as mayor?
Well, it started the primaries.
Oh yes, I did vote for primaries.
And who did you vote for?
As a mayor,
You had to rank them, right?
yes, we did have to
How
rank
did you
them.
rank them?
As a mayor, I did put Zaldani.
He was number one.
I did.
Who's number two?
Shit. I forgot who. Actually, I put the one who was playing around a lot. The one who was on there with the band on his head. He was it looked like he was in hip hop. I didn't
You
even.
talking about the Prince or something?
Yes,
I
I put Prince as number 2.
Okay.
And then I did put Cuomo as number 3.
Oh, you put Cuomo over Eric Adams?
Definitely not Eric Adams. I'll put everybody over Eric Adams.
Really?
Yeah, I don't fuck with Eric Adams.
Why?
Fuck Eric.
Huh?
Fuck Eric. Fuck Eric.
What do you dislike about Eric?
Eric came in here and he promoted stop and frisk. But stop and ask.
Mm-hmm.
He came in here and he has been arresting all the youth with no youth programs. All the youth have to go to is, gangs in these neighborhoods now. And they all getting arrested under RICO charges. If you know RICO charges put you in jail probably 15 years or more as a adult. If these kids are going from 15, 16, 17, a lot of them are being charged as adults on a lot of these crimes due to one or two people in this situation. He started a lot of this. He based on the charges that the district attorney brought on him, and he was laundering money and doing all that and giving it to the police commissioner and everybody so he could get in place. I don't fuck with him. He hasn't really done anything for us, and he's a coon.
You think he's a coon?
I definitely think he's a coon. He already said out of his mouth, New York City is for the rich, for the wealthy.
Really?
Yeah, he said that a long time ago when he first got into office. Eric Adams was a coon, and that's it.
Now, how old are you?
I'm 44.
Really? You look very young.
Thank you.
Do you have children?
No.
Do you want children?
If it happens, I'm down. If I'm in a relationship and I'm in love.
Are you in a relationship right now?
No.
Can I bother you for like 4 sugars?
Oh, I put that.
Let me hear. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Like it's sweet, like a heroin addict.
Uh-huh.
So you say you're 40. Are you in a relationship now?
No, I'm not.
When was the last time you were in a relationship?
I separated from my ex in 2019, but we completely separated from each other in 2023.
Have you been with a man since then?
Dating wise, no.
Really? And what year was that? 2000 when?
19.
That's 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't been with a man in 6 years?
Dating wise, no, because he was still in my life till 2023. So no.
So then you mean like sexual?
No, we were like codependent. We had a lot of bills and things together.
Okay.
We, we had to separate cordially, but we were still doing things for each other.
Okay. And now you just been kind of just doing your thing the last 2 years?
Yes.
Do you crave someone? Someone said they like you in the chat, by the way.
Oh, thank you. No, I do not crave anyone.
You don't want a man?
I would like a relationship, but I don't crave it. I'm not craving it. The crave is the word.
Do you prefer black men, white men? What, you don't have a preference?
I would say I don't have a preference. I mean, I date African American men.
Black men.
Yes, but I'm open. I've dated Caucasian men before.
Have you dated Caribbean men?
I have dated Caribbean men.
So what's the difference between Caribbean, Caucasian as you call them, and black African American men or black men, or whatever you call them?
I feel like Caucasian men, they really get into it. They actually date. They're taking you on a date first. You know what I mean? By the sixth date, you know, they count the dates. They count the
You
relationship.
think they count the dates? Okay.
Yeah, they count the dates. You're already in the relationship moving forward
Mm-hmm.
to a serious situation.
Okay.
Black men just date until they feel like they're ready.
Mm. And Caribbean men.
I feel like black and Caribbean men is the same.
You think?
But Caribbean men are very, I feel like they're more forceful, or I don't know. I can't really tell the difference between Caribbean men and
Really?
yeah.
What about like the food? The
Oh.
black men versus say the white men versus the Caribbean men.
Okay, so I can't answer that because the Caucasian man that I did date, he was a chef. So he used to cook me 4-course meals, 5-course meals in the
Okay.
house.
All right. And so what about the African American men that you dated?
You know, we cooked regular food. He was chicken, no pork, beef. I was very healthy, so I ended up cutting out the meat. He didn't. He exercised, you know, healthy that way, but he needed it for protein. Very concerned about his looks. And
What do you mean very concerned about his looks?
I mean, you know, black men take care of their looks. I'm not saying white men do not, but you
They're
know,
more focused on their looks.
well, you know, he was exercising, you know, to get the body right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To have
What about dress?
yeah, the same thing.
So, okay, so what's the difference between how black men, white men, and Caribbean men dress? Or their attention to style?
So I feel like Caucasian men are very simple with dressing. You know, they may put on some khakis, a jean, may not be name brand, maybe chinos. But I know the black men that I dated, they are very, I want to say not as flashy, but you know, name brand polo is always a name brand. There's always a black support.
You might need to hold him down.
She just want to get away from.
You want to get away from what?
Because she locked up. Okay,
Hey, hold him down, though. Hold him down.
it's okay. Sit.
That motherfucker ain't paying you no attention.
Good girl, lay down.
You need to put that motherfucker on your chair. You need to drag that motherfucking chair.
Come here.
Wherever the fuck you want it to go. See, that motherfucker, that's strong. That bitch is-
She's a good girl.
Cause you know,
she's a good
what's
girl.
the name? Jenny got a dog too.
Yeah.
Jenny come in here with a dog, boy, that motherfucker gonna be fighting like hell.
Oh yeah, they don't get along.
See, you know what's up?
Stop. Sit down. No. Sit. Oh,
Uh-oh.
sit. That hurt. You gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, she gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on. Can we pause this?
Yeah.
Come on.
We'll be waiting on you when you get back.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
No, that's all right. We're live here. Ain't no problem.
Oh gosh, how we live.
Anyway, let's get her name, but she'll be right back. She'll another dog going to take a piss. That's a big ass pit bull. I tell you, a big pit bull. And anyway, I wanted to get into the whole dating thing with her and hear what she had to say about dating across races. She was getting into it until the dog started acting up, and that was going to get good there. She said that the black men tend to show a lot of attention to their looks and their dress versus white men tend to be very simple. So I wanted to get more into that when she comes back with the dog. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But right now we're in Crown Heights in Brooklyn at the drink lounge, bar lounge owned by my buddy here. Norm. My man Norm. So while I'm in New York, we do a little street. We'll probably do more streetish type interviews. We'll cover a little bit of the news there. I'm not sure if we covered Nicki Minaj. We talked about her briefly. Give me 1 second. I can't wait till this lady comes back. I want to hear more of what she has to say about the difference in style among men. Yeah, I will say she looks good for 44. You must say that, right? She looks very good for 44 years old. You gotta give her that. She looks very good for 44 years old. Galaxy Motel, Starry City. Is that in Queens where I went? You know, I went to one of those places over there in Queens or somewhere. Maybe that's the place I went. I'm not quite sure. I've heard of Starry City though. I'm not quite sure where that is. So where is Starry? Is that in Queens? Gotta be in Queens. Big O. I'll look up the Big O while she's out. I'll look up the Big O. You know, before she comes back, she was talking about that she voted here in New York City. You have to rank choice voting, and so this was her number 2 selection here.
Are we up last? Good morning. Prince. Coming from Brooklyn, New York. Brick, Brooklyn. Love and you.
That's the second. That was her second choice there for the mayor here in New York. Is a Caribbean guy. Here's another video of him.
I'm feeling really good. It's going to be a great day. Got a lot of big stuff happening, a lot of stuff going on. You all have a chance to vote for love. I'll see y'all at the polls in every borough.
Perhaps. Polls indicate this race could be.
Boy, love Prince. Honestly, man. Your backers. Usual aspect.
It's our time. One love. I'm Paperboy Prince, Paperboy Love Prince, and I'm running for mayor of New York City. I'm an artist, community organizer, activist, and entrepreneur. The idea to actually go into agency plug. If things get really bad, you're gonna have to do this. Today, our food deserts where there, and so for me to be able to be in a position now where I can help, where I have the time to help. Want some food? Come through. At all. The serious candidates are the same ones that have given us the housing crisis. The serious candidates are the same ones that have given us these failing schools. So if that's what a serious candidate is, I don't want to be that at all. I want to be something new, something fresh, and something.
And this is number 2, her number 2 selection in New York City's most recent election. In the primaries here, his shirt on his campaign advertisement, $2,000 a month, universal basic income, spread love, health care for all. This is her number 2. So she'll be back shortly. We'll be talking with her. Hey, here she is. Here she is. All right, she's back here.
Shaka Khan.
What's your dog's name, by the way?
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. Okay, there you go. All right. And so, you tell us about the difference in style among the black, white, Caribbean men. Tell us about that.
All right. No, come here. Over here. Get your ass over here. Over. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead. What are you saying again?
Yes. So, I do think Caribbean men, some of them do dress nice, simple. They have some of them do have a European style. Then you have some of them who look like they try too hard. So it's like, it's two-sided there.
So if you had to do some ranked choice voting here, how would you rank choice vote black, Caribbean, and white men?
I feel like black Caribbean men are willing to take fashion a little further than black American men. So I'll rank black Caribbean men first.
No, I mean in terms of dating.
Oh, and dating.
If you had your choice, 3 men were interested in you. 1 white, 1 black, 1 Caribbean. See, you got to be the one.
Mm.
One of the three. And I want you to base this off your past experience.
Oh, that's hard.
That's a good one, huh?
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
What type of places do you, if you were going out to, socialize, what type of places do you like to go?
Let me tell you something. I think I socialize so much as a young person. I really don't like going out at all right now.
Right?
I mean, I like going places like Drink here,
Yeah.
where other Black people, creatives,
Okay.
and business people come. I like going to things like that.
Mm-hmm.
If I do go to things, I like going to master classes, things that I can learn.
Okay.
Especially like dates. Let's do a cooking class date. Let's do
like
stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That we both can benefit off of.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I really like traveling. So if you travel with a person, that's when you can really know what that person is about, because it's all about you and them when you go out of the country.
What's the last place you've been?
DR.
Oh, how'd you like that?
Oh, I loved it. I'm also a travel agent. So, yeah, I traveled. This is the second time I went to DR, Punta Cana. I stayed at a wonderful place. I'm probably going to try to go back there and do a little vlog of my visit.
Oh, really?
But this time it was all about relaxation and me. So I didn't really take a lot of videos and pictures,
And you went by yourself?
Exactly. That's
Really?
the best trip.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Anybody out there, take a trip by yourself, okay? Take that
I've done
7
it.
days and do it by yourself, because it's the best relaxing thing you could ever do in your life.
So what's the cost of living like here in New York? Everyone wants to know that.
The cost of living. What type of question is that? It's called high. It's high as hell. Every time you come outside, you spending money.
Yeah. Like, what do you like? Is your rent over 1,000?
I don't have rent.
Wow, how did you pull that off?
Look at this is now when people asking personal business, but I own property.
Oh, really? You're a landlord?
Yes, I am.
I'm a landlord. The name of this stream, let me show you here. This is me, John, called The Urban Landlord.
Okay, I am a landlord.
Man, The Urban Landlord there. I'm John Call. I'm looking for cleaners today. You surprisingly, not one American has returned one of my inquiries for a cleaner.
I've been trying to clean myself.
That's what I do, but I'm out of town today.
It's a lot.
So what type of real estate do you do?
I'm a landlord. I'm an owner. I'm a property owner.
How many properties do you own here in New York?
Right now, one.
And you rent out, how do you rent? Do you rent it? So you rent rooms, apartments, what?
Apartment.
Oh, how many apartments do you have?
Right now is one.
Okay. And so you rent there. But how has it been a landlord here in New York City?
Shitty.
In terms of what?
Let me tell you what, and you know what? If everybody on here, I really want to be honest, as a Black woman,
Sister Gal.
as a landlord, at this point, I don't feel like I will rent to a Black person anymore.
Why?
If I do, their salary has to be very on a higher spectrum than what I am used to.
What has been your problem renting to Black people?
They don't pay. They sneaky. So, when they used to have the dish network and they have to call the landlord to let them know where to put it,
Mm-hmm.
they don't call. I don't get paid.
What you mean you don't get paid? You mean your rent?
Yes.
So the Blacks don't pay rent?
The Blacks don't pay. Not all Blacks. I did have a Caribbean man, and he did pay every bit of my rent.
Now, how does it feel
But the Blacks don't pay.
How does it feel to know that you are contributing to gentrification by not wanting to rent to Blacks?
I'm not contributing. And okay, let me say this.
Well,
I'm not.
people will say you
Hold
are,
on.
but go ahead.
I will say this. We are not going to start the rhetoric to say I will not. I will, but there is a basis. That's not the rhetoric. I will, but there is a basis of what it is, and that's based on my experience, and I can only act accordingly.
Really? So can you give me some experiences you've had?
Yeah, actually, also while we're talking about landlord, I'm also working on a deed theft case that's going in New York City.
Oh, really?
Deed theft is one of the highest things that is the biggest wealth transfer going on right now, and they are not talking about it. A lot of people do not know that a lot of Black West Indian people, because some of my family is from Barbados, Saint
It's my favorite island.
yes, and Saint Croix. Some of my family, the ones that own property here, came from Saint Croix and gained a lot of property here in New York City, and they are taking over the elderly population, the Black population, and it's right now elderly abuse. And the things that's going on is being swept under the rug, and the courts are contributing to every little thing that's going on, and the wealth transfer is happening right now. And this is why New York City, it's not really about the imports, because the imports are renting. It's about the ones with the little hats on their head, literally snatching property from underneath our people.
Now, back to the landlord thing. That is that's where I make my living, and I rent primarily to Black people, and so I know exactly what you mean when you say they don't pay and they're sneaky. Have you had tenants that just outright refuse to pay you?
Yeah.
And how did you handle that?
I just waited till they moved out. I didn't take them to court right away, and I'm going to try to get my money on the back end.
So how long did it go? If you waited for them to move out, how long did they stay until they moved out?
They were under a lease, so they stayed all the way up to the day of their lease. So within the lease, they didn't pay me for majority of the year, so and I couldn't kick them out.
6 months.
Yeah.
So they basically moved me in to not pay rent in that sense, right?
Well, they were there a year. Okay. What I will say is because of COVID, because of a lot of things we had, and I had another artist staying there, and right now things are a little shaky for artists, actors, actresses, people who do work in the entertainment industry due to the film strike, due to the union strikes that was happening. So he fell under that, and that's where he was paying all up until he's been there 2 years, and all up until the last 6 months it started to get rough.
Do you think he should have just moved out?
I feel he should have, because he was young and had a mama. But I do understand being young where you just trying to handle your business, and I don't know the relationship between him and his mother or what was going on. And I know as a lot of young men, they try to handle things on their own.
So you became his mama.
I didn't become shit. I just let him. That's how you handle your business. You have to deal with that. Yeah, I can't tell nobody what to do or how to act.
They in your house though.
Still, that's their apartment under a lease.
Yeah.
So therefore, I have to respect that.
How many bedroom apartment is that?
One.
1 bedroom apartment.
Yes.
How big is it?
It's quite big due to it's a railroad style. It has a living room, a dining room, a kitchen, and a bedroom.
Could you make it a 2 bedroom?
I could if I want to.
That's what you should do right there.
Yeah, but.
And then rent it out by rooms. That's what I do.
Yeah, but I had a lot of legal issues in between that.
What happened?
I'm also was trying to. I was also under the deed theft process.
Somebody tried to steal your deed?
Not steal it, but it was under property. They tried to contest. When I transfer over the property in my name, they tried to contest it. And anything in New York can be contested, even a will. Anything could be contested unless it's in a what is it called? A trust. So I've been in a legal situation for almost 13 years. And when you're in one of those, you don't fix up your house. You worry about the legal situation because New York City drains your pocket.
I hear that. So let me ask you this. So what do you think about, people want to hear, like, what do you think about the state of black men in America?
Well,
there got to be a lot of people like you that don't want to rent to them.
That don't want to what?
Don't want to rent to them.
I would definitely rent to a black man, but you got to be making a certain amount of money. That's all I'm saying when I rent. The state of black men, listen, the state of black men is all about empathy, is all about learning, is all about education. And the black culture has been under misogyny for a long time. And now it's time for motherfuckers to come out of it.
What do you mean by that? Misogyny, they need to come out of it. What do you mean by that?
We've been through so much slavery that misogyny is a regular thing for us in our culture. And pleasing the white man comes to pleasing a man equals to pleasing a man in our culture. And we are learning to this day that what we were inputted through media, through things we've seen on TV, through how we were being treated was not right. And it's ways that we could talk to our kids.
Hold on for 1 second. We got a call coming in. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I think it's hello?
Hello?
Yeah, who's calling?
Can you hear me? I'm sorry. I can't hear you.
Yeah, who's calling?
So I got your number from Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
About the place that was, the space that was available?
Yeah. We got rooms available, yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'm looking for a room for probably 3 months, but would like to pay a month at a time.
We only do 2 months at a time, or 2 weeks at a time, or a week at a time, or by day.
Okay. All right. Well, that's even better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So can you tell me the price for 2 weeks at a time?
We have so many rooms, man. It really depends on which room, what neighborhood, and stuff like that.
Okay.
When are you looking to move? Today? You looking to move today?
Yes. Friday.
Friday or Friday?
Well, Saturday.
Saturday?
Saturday morning. Saturday morning.
Yeah. I don't know Friday what rooms I have available. Are you looking for Northwest or Southeast?
Northwest.
We should have at least one room available up there. It doesn't have a private bath though. So it's a shared bath. Yeah.
All right. So how can I see what rooms you have available?
Yeah, it's very dynamic because some of our rooms on Facebook, Airbnb, Craigslist. That's why I say if you're looking to move Saturday, I can let you know Friday what we have available.
Okay, all right. Well, let's do that. So if you can say my number, my name is John.
Yeah.
I would like a single room with a private bath.
Man, those are gonna be expensive in Northwest. The other.
Stop playing with me, Juicy. Where you been at?
All right. Okay, so let's do
because right now the only one we have with a private bath has a private kitchen too. So that's why I say it's gonna be a little bit more expensive.
And that's in Northwest?
Yeah, Petworth.
Okay, how much does that go for?
$475 a week. Also has parking.
Okay, $475 a week. Yeah, that's a little over my budget. So I'm about at $350.
But how are you going to be paying? Like, because they give discount if you pay 4 weeks up front. Like they do something like that.
Yeah,
it's like volume pricing. Are you familiar with like volume pricing? Think of it like that.
Right. So I can pay. Well, I never stayed at the place before, so I don't want to just come in and paying, up front, and I may not even like the place.
Right. That's what I'm
To
saying.
stay that long.
That's what I'm saying. When I get off the phone with you, I'm gonna see.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna see. Did I send you the place? Oh, I sent you the playlist, right?
No, you haven't seen me anything.
Is your name John on Facebook?
Oh yeah, you sent me. Well, it goes straight to
YouTube, right? Yeah. So you take a look at all the listings right there on YouTube.
So all of those are actively available?
As I say, like it depends, but those are some of the listings that we have. And like Friday,
all right, so
you called me, I said, okay, I have this available on Saturday.
Got you. Okay, all right, I'll do that. If you could save my number, and I will, I'll take a look at it, and I'll be texting you.
Yeah. In the room, the listing with the dark kitchen floors, the dark floors in the kitchen. That's the one I was telling you with the private bath in the kitchen.
And that's $475.
Yeah, a week. Yeah, it's a little bit cheaper if you buy like 2 weeks or 2 months, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll be in touch, Mark.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. This girl done left this fucking pit bull, like basically tied down to a chair. He could fucking snatch this whole chair up again. I gotta have my fucking knife right here. This fucking pit bull. Fucking pit bull loose like a motherfucker. Look at this motherfucker. Fucking pit bull. Anyway, I'm looking for an American cleaner. Still haven't had one call yet. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, when people tell you they can't make money, they're not trying. When they can't find a job, quit looking and create one. Here's just the demand right here. I'm sitting here on the stream, waiting for an American to come pick up this low-hanging fruit to clean my rooms. And not one is called. It's 12:53. I've been messaging people all night long. Hoping that one would call in and say, hey, I got time to do it today. But the people that did call in, they were too busy to even do it today. That shows you that there is excess demand and limited supply of people willing to work. And that is what you see there. What's going on, Ryan?
Hey, man.
What's up?
I came up to ask you one question.
What's up?
Do you have units up there in New York?
Nah, just where I live,
yeah. I thought, what do you feel about these rent cats?
Man, I've been asking these people all day about rent, and the rent has been so high for so long that they really can't make heads or tails. They just have accepted that it's high and don't even try to figure out why it is so overpriced. There's a Japanese bartender here, and she said Japan ain't this high. Tokyo, maybe, but the rest of Japan ain't this high. And part of that is, it's all these, this Byzantine regulation, this, that, rent cap here. And so what's interesting is earlier today we had a lady from Laos, nice looking woman. She's saying, I have a rent subsidized apartment. I said, well, how much is your rent? She says $2,000. Right? How the hell is that for a studio apartment? How the hell is that rent subsidized? But these are the
subsidies typically drive up costs.
Right.
So for everybody else,
Yeah, chain them down. Yeah. And that is what they like there, but there's so many of them that more or less groups are benefiting from them.
Yeah.
There are different groups that are benefiting from them. And so there's enough of a constituency to want to keep demanding more. You understand? And so this lady here, the lady that was here earlier, she's like, yo, I got a good deal. I'm paying $2,000 for a studio. It could be more. If it wasn't regulated, it would be 30% more. This is what she says. So everyone thinks that they're somewhat being saved by the government. It could be worse if the government wasn't subsidizing my apartment or something like that. They're so far away from a free market. They don't.
I mean, if they built more units, made more units available, right, and stopped subsidizing them and just created more supply, the costs will go down.
Well, if you listen to what the earlier lady was complaining about, the lady from Laos, and there's a big problem here in that developers. I'll let you know if you tell me if you've heard of this. Where the developers are not renting their places. Have you heard about this? They're not renting them.
Why?
They're saying they're just warehousing it. They're saying I don't want to rent my place in this market. I'll wait till I can get to, it's a better time to rent. You've heard of this?
Yeah.
She's nodding her head, right? Like, and that is the climate that you find yourself.
Because when you do the math, if they put in a certain amount of money, and if you lose based on somebody being in an apartment, based on actually breaking the walls or harming the apartment, you actually are going to pay more. And especially due to the laws in New York, where they favor the tenants, where they could stay in there for a max of 2 years in and out of court. Why would you want that?
Wow.
I would rather keep it closed until the market gets better. And that's where I am actually at right now, personally.
Your place is not rented?
Not rented.
Or are you refusing actively to rent?
Somebody I do have, okay, I'm not refusing if I do find somebody, but I'm not like how I used to be, like, the next person right in, because I know the other lease is about to end, so let me see if I can have somebody on the...
You're being very selective.
Very.
And what are your rent requirements?
You can have pets.
No, I mean like income. That's all that matters.
Oh, income.
Like you say you want someone making a high income.
Yes,
so
I will say that even with the income, I still need somebody to vouch for you, to have I forgot the
a guarantor.
I still need a guarantor.
Really?
At least like 80,000 or more.
Income. You want $80,000 or more in income. Mm-hmm. Really? Yeah. Really? Oh, we got Be Brave up here. Be Brave. I'm gonna have to get her to repeat a couple things for you. I want you to
hold on, John. Sorry about that. Let me cut. Okay, go ahead. Got it.
So I got a couple things I want you to repeat for the audience. We had a couple people join, and I really we have a culturalist up here. And so one of the things I asked you about earlier, you were telling me that the difference between white men, black men, and Caribbean men, the type of men that you've dated, and we talked about dress. Do you mind repeating that for us again?
I feel that some white men keep it simple,
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that black men are a lot more name brands, and
they're name brands.
Name brands, and I do feel that
that's
exactly. Thank you. And it's a split between West Indian men because they are some of them are more out there with style and understand fashion. So they do European brands and things like that.
They do European brands.
Yeah, they know how to style it up and, things like that. And then you have some that look like they try too hard. So it just matters where you fit in that.
Brave, you have any questions for him?
Well, what is she all about? That sounded.
Oh, okay. Here's something, Brave. Now you said that you're very reluctant to rent to blacks. Is that correct? You're a landlord. So go ahead.
I'm not going to say very reluctant, but you do have to read certain qualifications. Yes, at this particular point, yes, I am.
And is that because of your experience having rented to black people?
Yes.
And would you mind telling us, like, what are some of the worst experiences that just come to mind renting to black people?
My worst experience, I used to the apartment I had a lot of furniture. So I had a pre-made, it already had its furniture in there. They stole the furniture in there.
They stole the furniture?
Stole it. They had to move out and they didn't pay the rent. They stayed in there 6 months over. It was 2 roommates. And one girl left, stole the furniture.
There's a woman that stole it.
Two women, young girls, because, as a landlord, you do understand young people coming up and working, and they had 2 jobs. They were both trying to, do positive things. And,
Have most of the blacks that you rented to had a problem with rent?
I'm not, most, yeah.
Most?
Because
would you say 70%, 50%, 40%? What?
70.
Uh-oh. The number keeps showing up, John.
You said 70%. Get the hell out of here.
No. Shut up, Ryan. My point is this.
I just want to say that this is not a demeaning statement that I'm making. This is facts.
No, I understand. She says, hold on. It's facts. God damn it.
It is facts.
It's facts.
Yeah.
It is facts.
So therefore, you're being very helpful.
To look at the economy and where the wealth is going right now, the wealth is not coming from the Black people. We are not gaining on the wealth. We are decreasing on what is really going on. AI is taking a lot of jobs, and a lot of jobs right there was split between the Spanish and us. So people are not making the money or what they're trying to do. That's why a lot of people are streaming and trying to get money elsewhere and doing 2-3 hustles.
Now, today, this stream has been about me trying to find a cleaner to clean my house. I probably submitted 20 requests to people, hey, call me. Not one Black woman has called me yet. Why do you think the Blacks ain't cleaning the house instead of trying to stream? The Spanish ain't streaming like that.
It may be seen as demeaning or a lower social tier to clean houses. It may be seen as a demeaning job.
Why do you think that is?
Listen, I don't know, but I know I would clean houses if the money's right. If the money's right, I'll do any job. It's all about the money.
What do you think? Why do you think that you can't find an American cleaner? I can't find an American cleaner today.
That's
Ryan,
that's their job to make it.
Say what?
I feel like I'm Black people at this level. They don't want to be the cleaner. They want to own the cleaners.
They want to own the cleaners.
Now I got a question for John.
Okay, we got a question for you. What is it, Brady?
Well, now you just said earlier, you kind of spoke of hardships. Is she hearing me? She's talking.
No, she can't hear you. I'm going to repeat the question to her, Brady. Go ahead.
She spoke of hardships of what's going on. Now she's speaking like now it's a matter of arrogance. So is it arrogance that's the problem, or is it hardships that is the problem?
That's a good question, Brady. So we have a question for you. She said earlier you spoke about hardships, right? Slavery and stuff like that.
Yes.
And now you say that the Blacks are too arrogant to clean rooms. Which is it?
What do you mean? Which is it?
On one hand, you're saying hardships.
We always have been hardships due to that.
What?
But I'm saying now we've been here long enough, even though we have hardships.
Okay, so let me redo the question.
We're up on a different part of the game. In the United States, we want to get to a different level.
Hey, that dog ain't changing.
Stop.
Chain him down.
Come on.
Chain him down.
Sit.
Chain him down.
Oh, she's fine. Sit.
Shit.
Sit.
We're
just on hey Fresh. We're just stop. We're just on a different level.
You know you ain't sitting on the chain, right?
Yes, she is sitting on the chain. Oh, but I have her.
Okay. Hold him tight.
She's fine. She's fine.
No, they all say. And so, go ahead, Brady. We have another question for you. Go ahead, Brady.
Go ahead with the questions.
Well, well, now hold on a minute though. Okay, so right now at this time, you when you spoke of hardships, it seemed like you were referring to that's the problem with at present. So I'm saying, but then you said arrogance is the problem. So I'm saying presently, what's the Black people's problem at this time? Is it hardships or is it arrogance? That they don't want to do simple jobs.
What's the Black people's problem at this time that they don't want to do simple jobs? Is it arrogance or hardship from slavery?
My question is, where did the word arrogance come from? Like,
you said arrogant to clean house.
No, you said the word arrogant. I didn't say too arrogant. That wasn't the word I used.
What word did you use?
I just said they are just on a different level of things.
Okay, on a different level.
Oh, I could have swore I heard the young lady say arrogant, John.
So I thought so too. But so the Blacks are above cleaning on a different level. Like they're above cleaning. This
is the way I feel. For those we've been here for a long time. We got out of slavery.
Mm-hmm.
We've fought for our rights to be included and to be feel be a part of this American society. We got here, we've been working. A lot of us have had success stories, have been iconic in a lot of areas now. So I feel like as a people, not saying the word arrogant, it's just like you come to a country and you have some money, but there are certain things that you would not do because now you know it's time to create a business. It's time to try to get money on a different spectrum, taxes. You know, these kids are now online making a lot of money streaming. A lot of people are doing that in different aspects, selling toes, selling panties, being assistants online. Online money has changed the game, and I feel that as and especially being entrepreneurs, people are just trying to find that way because they feel they can gain wealth faster. I think
faster than cleaning.
Faster than cleaning.
Yes. You got it, Brady?
I find that amazing that people that are not making
it about making money fast. Not the
you heard it, Brady?
Yeah, I find it amazing that there's really no excuse for. There's really absolutely no excuse for the large number of young people that won't do simple jobs. I understand what you're saying about the media creating different types of occupations and income. But right now, there's a lot of black people that are just not doing anything at all. And they refuse to do the menial stuff that keeps food and heat and housing in there.
So we have are you watching the show?
No.
Oh, okay. So we have a guest. He says, there are a lot of black people that just aren't doing anything, and they could be cleaning, you know, as opposed to trying to do something like streaming.
That's not. Let me tell you something. Streaming does take a lot of work, but doesn't take a lot of manual work. Okay, let's be clear. And streaming based on hourly wages of a cleaner could get you a little bit more based on the monthly check of streaming.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
And could also gain you endorsements on the longer run. On the cleaning, you're getting the hourly pay, and that's it. Am I correct?
Okay. All right. So let's say this.
Go ahead, Brady.
Okay. So again, I get the streaming. I get the desires for this and that. Aren't you supposed to do what you need to do before if you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do, whatever's within your grasp, you're supposed to do that to feed yourself and house yourself.
He's saying he gets this streaming, but shouldn't you do like the basics to house and feed yourself before trying? Because everyone can't be streamers.
Everyone can be streamers.
Okay. Her answer is everyone can be streamers, right?
Delusional. That's ridiculous. That's absurd.
Let's change the rhetoric. Everyone cannot be streamers. Okay. Let's change the rhetoric.
No, you're 44, correct? You look very good for 44. I tell you, man, you look very young.
Thank you.
And you don't have children. Have you thought about you're still open to having children, correct?
I am still open to having kids.
What do you think about abortion? Give me your first sentence off the top of your head. What do you think about abortion?
So I am in the middle of abortion. But I will say abortion is definitely the key to the younger generation because that's what has been pushed on the younger generation. I know my generation, that's what was pushed on us. But when you get older and you understand, I am here for pro-life, but there are certain situations that I do agree. Maybe you would like to abort the baby. So,
give me a good example of why you want to abort the baby.
If you get raped by a family member, you get raped. Period. Those things can be traumatic to a person, And I know a lot of rape victims, they give up their baby anyway because they get reminded of the rapist. There are a lot of incest going on in people's homes that has, that they have to deal with that.
Okay, so John, answer this.
Hold on for 1 second. Go ahead, Brady.
Abortion for the sake of mere birth control and convenience. What do you think?
What about birth control? What about abortion for just birth control? Like, I don't want to have a baby.
And convenience.
And convenience. Hey, I don't want to have a baby right now. I'm about to go on vacation in 3 months.
So that's something that I know that is a problem amongst a lot of people, because some people take abortion as a game, and there are other people who take abortion seriously. So yeah, of course, I definitely side with that's wrong if you're doing the do and you know the outcome. And
what's the latest you think someone should have an abortion?
What? 2-3 months.
2-3 months. 2-3 months. Brady, anyone got a question?
No, I agree. I think that if it's a very horrible situation, try to get it easily before the second or third month. If it's a horrible situation,
I mean, change
there are. But I'm just saying, when I'm the abortion people that defend abortion defend the abortions that, just like you described it very well, John. I want to go on a cruise. I ain't got time to have a baby.
Yeah. So 44, and you haven't been dating in 2 years. 2 years, correct?
Yes, I have it.
And so, what's the dating scene like? Do men hit? I'm sure men hit on you all the time.
Yes.
And so, tell us about some of the black men that hit on you. What are you watching, by the way?
No, I'm actually on Bigo.
Oh, you're on Big O, so you streaming yourself?
I'm streaming myself.
Oh,
yes.
okay. All right, there you go. We should look at you on Big O.
Yeah. My Big O ID is win_. If anyone wants to come in, and then follow me. But so at the age of 44 and being in the dating world now, it's crap.
What's the last date you've been on?
Actual date?
Yeah.
Actual date.
Or whatever you want to call it. Whatever the man thought it was.
I think like a year ago.
Damn. When the last time you had sex with a man?
Damn.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
Like, no.
I'm just saying, are you celibate?
Right now I am, but it's been a little while. But
yeah.
For what?
What do you mean for what?
It's nothing really going on out there. The guys, the old men are still on their misogyny and bullshit. Actually, the 30-year-olds are in it to win it, but I just haven't been out there. Like, if I want to say a good age range, yeah, the 30-year-olds is hitting it.
You like a 30-year-old man?
I mean, the men that I've met are always in between that 29, 30 to 35 range. Yeah. I really do not meet guys my age because they always think I'm younger.
Oh, really? So they don't even approach you?
Yeah, until they know my age, maybe. But a lot of guys, like within that 50 to 55 or 44 to 55, a lot of them are still on misogyny. So
what do you mean when you say misogyny? What do you mean by that?
Well, you could define misogyny. What do you mean?
I'm asking you.
Do you know what misogyny is?
Not
John, ask her this.
I got a question for you. Go ahead, Bray.
Are the young men aren't misogynists? Are you sure they're not emasculated?
Someone says, are you sure the men aren't emasculated?
The young men.
The young men.
Well, listen, if that is it, and there is a problem with demasculation and misogyny, I'd rather listen. Sometimes you have to talk to somebody. Sometimes you need somebody to empathize with you, be sympathetic, and have good conversations because you want your man to be your best friend. And if you can't get that out of somebody, you got to be going. If you can't have a relationship, what is the relationship based on?
Why is she sure that the men that she's saying are misogynists aren't just like, you know, pretty much, I don't know. Are you sure you're not misjudging misogyny for just a man that's his own man?
Are you sure you're not misjudging misogyny for he just a man? You know, he's just being a man.
No, what do you mean he's just being a man? We see misogyny all over the place.
Give me an example.
Yeah, where?
P. Diddy?
What do you mean? R. Kelly, even though I love him.
Okay,
But
R. Kelly,
you know,
P. Diddy.
we see it a lot. A lot of people are being indicted at right now, and this is exactly why rape. The law in New York has changed for rape to be do not have a statute of limitations.
Do you think there's a lot of rape in the black community?
Yes, we don't call it that.
What do we call it?
We may call it. I said no, and he just forced himself, so it's okay. You know, I was drunk and it's all right. It just happened. But there is a lot of date rape, things that happen. That
So quick question.
Go ahead, Bray. He got a question for you.
Yeah, I want you to say this, John, first before you ask the question. Now just hold on a minute, okay? I want you to say that to her first, and then I want you to ask a question. Nobody's talking about P. Diddy's and the stars and the goofballs when we're talking about misogynist men. She said misogynist men were misogynists in a wider generality than that. If you can phrase that anyway.
I'm going to do it like this, Bray. Let me ask you this question. You said there's a lot of rape in the black community. Do you know anyone that's been raped?
I know a lot of people who's been raped. A lot of women who has been raped.
You got it, Bray?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm talking about, Bray? Bray, let me tell you a story. And since I have Brave on the panel. 20-something years ago, I was in college. And a sociologist, her name was Kathy Winkler. I'll never forget her name. And she was a sociologist, and she was a very emotional woman. I never could understand why she was so emotional. And one day she asked all the women to raise their hand if they've been raped or molested. Damn near every woman's hand went up in class. This is a black college, Brave. I said, God damn, all these women been raped and molested, and much of it was by family members or people close to their family. Brave, you may not know this. You may not know this.
No, I know it.
Yeah. But you see her nodding her head like, Brave, it's a very serious matter.
Well, I know. I've seen. There's been a lot of women, black women, on the internet that are very well.
What is his national? Is he?
He's white.
Well, statistically, white men are the number one rapists.
Yeah.
Statistically, who have been recorded, but a lot of people in black families have not been reporting what's been going on.
Yes. No, we know that. We know that black families don't. There's been a lot of black women on the internet, fine, upstanding black women that have.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hello. Oh, okay. 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 What was the question? Am I going on a question?
Oh, is she hearing me now?
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
Oh, you hear me, miss?
Yes.
Oh, what's your name?
My name is Tuesday.
Tuesday. Well, hello there. My name is Be Brave on the internet.
Hi, Be Brave.
Tuesday. I'm a 70-year-old man. Very fortunate when it came to attractive, very feminine females in my young years. So you know, my point is Tuesday. When you're calling men misogynists, though, and I guess are you talking about the black men are misogynists, or the white men were equally as misogynists, or what? that you were around?
From my experience, I am one of the called black men misogynists. Yes.
Okay, all right. I probably couldn't argue that because
Yeah.
I'm saying, yeah, I'm saying I've been around too many white guys that are really like myself, not so much an active street fighter, but we were rough and tough dudes, right?
Hmm.
But we were very gentle with women,
Yes.
and we understood their value.
Yes. I really don't have a whole lot of experience dating Caucasian men. I dated maybe one or two, but majority of my experience have been with Black or West Indian men. So yes.
I see. Yeah, that's yeah. I can imagine that you do not have that good of an impression of an opinion of men, kind of in general toward in that direction. But because I'm telling you, I know the rape statistics don't look good for the white race, but I'm here to tell you, all the white dudes that I hung around with, because I was like what I was white trash. And so, I hung around with the rougher crowd of white dudes. But I'm telling you, when I think back, they were all gentlemen.
Right.
We got women that we wanted. All of us got women that we wanted. We weren't, at all, we got women what we wanted. But I still seen them all. They just treated even if they broke up with them, they did it nicely.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think white men. I would say this to any black woman. Yeah, if you're having a problem with black men, yeah, certainly go white. You'll have a much better life if you can get yourself a white man.
Get a white man. Okay.
They take things more serious Tuesday.
I know. That's what I just told him.
Yeah.
White men take things serious. They count the dates. By the sixth date, they could tell if they really want to be serious with you. And then, we have a conversation.
Not only that, but they take life serious in general. In other words, it's not a big bunch of partying.
I want to say this, though. In response to the cultural situation, we also have to bring in mental health, because I just don't want to talk about misogyny with black men without bringing in mental health with that. A lot of black men go through a lot of things. So I'm just not one-sided with that. I do understand in the black culture, we do have a major mental health problem.
Now, that's why I always say that many black people come from homes that are psychological wrecking balls.
Yes.
However, Tuesday, a lot of white people do too.
Yes.
And they end up okay. So I'm not giving excuses maybe to the degree that you are. Mm-hmm. I'm saying somewhere you're an adult. Stop it. Rethink your life. Grab onto logic and get a hold of it. So I don't give many excuses to black men that are. I don't give excuses to many men at all, white or black. If they're idiots at 30, like a young 20-year-old, okay, let's talk him out of it. A 30-year-old, they need to be called names, not pitied, not felt sorry for. They need to be called pieces of shit. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter what they went through. Everybody goes through a pile of shit most people go through a pile of shit when they're kids. They really do. A lot of people do.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'5.5".
Ooh wee. Just a little cute thing.
But let me get him back to
How much do you weigh, by the way? How much do you weigh?
Let me guess. Shit, she ain't a pound over 125 or 130.
Yeah, I'm 120.
Told you.
Ooh wee. Ooh wee.
That's just a cute little thing right there, boy. That's a little baby doll.
Gravy over your Mac it up, Brady.
I'm 70. She don't have to worry.
5'5", 120. I tell you, she does look good. I tell you. Where you coming from today? Where you coming from? Exercising or something?
Yeah, I walk my dog around.
Oh, you walk your dog around inside? What do you do all day?
Oh, Okay, so I work for myself. So right now we're getting ready for Fashion Week, so I'm booking jobs.
Oh, okay, okay.
I've been doing that. I've been in meetings. I was online streaming this morning,
Oh,
and then I take at least like 2-3 hours just to get her exercise, and then we go back in the house.
I see. Okay. Anyway, Brady, whenever we get a lovely young lady up here, it's always good to have you impart some wisdom on it. I didn't get a chance to hear what you were saying, but I know you don't bullshit around, Brady.
No, I don't. No.
And what do you think about the conversation so far, Brady?
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. Glad you bumped into her. Very interesting.
Shit, what do you think about the 70% number? You said 70%, right?
70%. She said 70% of blacks are problem renters.
Well, you heard it here first. It ain't just me that says it, Brady.
Yeah, I didn't make that number up, John. I really thought hard about that 70% figure. I really have.
Go camera for a quick second.
I just got a new order of drinks.
Yeah, there you go.
I gotta make some.
I just said.
Black home bar, baby. A lot of white bartenders.
Stop.
You hear me, Brady?
Good night, not quite, John.
All right.
It's a black home bar, right?
Sit down. No.
You know way you better get into white and Japanese bartenders. You knew that. You hear me, Brady?
Does he have them?
Yeah, the guy just brought me a drink, the white guy.
Smart people, John.
Hey, Brady, and he's not technically black. I guess he's Caribbean. And so one of his partners was in here. We interviewed him yesterday. He will not sell. He doesn't stock Hennessy. Do you know about Hennessy, Brady?
Yeah, I do. I don't blame him for not stocking it.
He won't stock it. What does he think What does he think the Hennessy will do?
You know what it'll do. He probably doesn't play rap either, does he?
Yeah, he does. He does. But it's a black-owned spot. I would say the majority of the audience is, primarily black, particularly in the evening time. But I read the chat. But I convinced him to open it up during the daytime. It's just like a coffee shop during the day until about 1 o'clock. And because it's in a very, very gentrified area for you here in New York, Brooklyn, Crown Heights. A lot of foot traffic, a lot of white people coming up, walking down the street. All different backgrounds here for now. So he's in a very good area to appeal to a very diverse group of people. So he knows what he has to do that.
Got it. Yeah.
Well, anyway, guys, I'm about to get ready to get out of here. I got some errands I need to run. It's been great, though. It's been great. Brady, you got any other questions you want to ask the lady?
I'll just tell Tuesday it was a real pleasure speaking with her.
Brave said it was a pleasure speaking to you.
Oh, yes. It was.
Oh, tell her this too, John.
What do you want me to tell her, Brady?
It was a pleasure looking at her too.
He said it was a pleasure looking at you. Why don't you give us a twirl one time? Come on, lady.
Definitely not.
Come on, you gotta give me. Why don't you give me a big O?
No, definitely not. No.
Yeah, all right, guys. Thank you for joining. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed already. And Brady,
Joseph Wallace.
Brett, yep, I'm heading out myself. I'm gonna go cut the